enormous hit television show Lost, Don't Know Whom They Trust, and lately it seems like Terry O'Quinn's character Locke trusts no one. Take a look.
You're sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
No, I mean, are you sure you want to do this?
I gotta get her off my back. She keeps asking me about this, she keeps asking about you, about the whole thing.
You sure you've thought through the ramifications?
Yes.
So be it.
It's the Viewmaster's favorite show, and so he adores Terry O'Quinn. Please welcome him.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for having us. Thank you so much for having me.
Terry, how do you do? Nice to see you.
Hi.
We're glad to have you. Come on, sit.
Did you meet Bill Getty, who, along with millions, just
We've been talking. I've been talking about where the show is going. We've done the whole thing.
Yeah.
He knows more than I know about it now.
And your wife?
We met.
We've been talking to your wife a little bit too. You know, when you play Locke, you're one of the 48 plane people who crashed in the plane and are on this island. You are the most mature, shall we say, person on it. Did you know, when you said, okay, I'll take this great part, that you were going to be chased by bears, throwing knives, doing all kinds of impossible things? Was that something you found out after you had to get into the part?
Everything was something I found out after, basically. I mean, J.J. Abrams called me and said, I have this role, and I said, great, I'll take it.
Okay. And then you had to learn to do all these things, or what?
Yeah, well, I mean, the running sort of, you know, running from bears and things kind of comes instinctively, you know.
Well, being an expert with knives, I'm sure that's not something you were. And I know that when you're not on the set, you sometimes have to practice with them and clean them.
I practiced.
Have you been hurt at all?
I've been to the hospital. I had a few stitches here and there.
Really? Where you dropped it, or?
Well, I had to, they gave me these knives and said, you can use these knives, and so I had to practice. So I said, well, give me a couple extras and I'll take them home, and I was very good. I got them stuck in a tree, but when I pulled them out, I sort of cut across myself.
You need to be
And your
careful.
wife thought it was cool for you to bring knives home?
She was sleeping on the sofa. I said, I think I hurt myself, baby, and she said, wow.
No, your character actually was a paraplegic before this crash, and then the plane crashes and you're able to walk. I mean, that's kind of lucky. Did you? So that was something was that also a surprise in the writing too?
It was a surprise. When we did the pilot, I didn't know I was a paraplegic, so you know. But I was sitting in an airplane seat, so I didn't act any differently. I suppose everything was. But that came to me after J.J. and Damon said, "Yeah, we're going to do your episode, and by the way, you're a paraplegic." And I said, "Well, okay." You might have told me that, you know, before I ran over in this, you know, in the pilot, but. It doesn't matter. In fact, they don't tell us much, and I think it's kind of great. At first, I thought it would be a challenge, but I think it's kind of wonderful because there's not all that baggage that you have.
But you have to do a lot of research for these type of parts, don't you? I mean, I know that in the first episode you had a little thing with a phone sex operator. So what kind of research did you do for that?
No.
I got him. Come on, look at me,
that was
Terry.
Probably I did a bad job in that scene.
Did
you might have noticed. Yeah,
no. You did nothing about it.
I had no experience.
I'm going to get you out of it. You know, everybody always asks the lost questions of you guys, but I read that you said in a recent interview that if you were actually stranded on a desert island, you'd bring your books, your wife, understand both of those, and Matt Dillon.
Yeah, well, I have to.
Matt Dillon.
I got to change that. It was going to be Matt Dillon, but it's going to now be Josh Holloway, who plays Sawyer on the show.
Why?
Because I love my wife, obviously.
Yeah. What if she doesn't want to come?
But I'm going to need some. But she's crazy about Josh Holloway, and I'm going to need some time to read my book.
Why Matt Dillon?
Well, she was crazy about Matt Dillon, but I'm sorry, Matt. Sorry, Matt. It's not my fault.
He's such an intellectual. He'd bring his books. I'd bring Wolfgang Puck.
You have other recurring roles. You play a general in The West Wing, an admiral in JAG, an FBI assistant in Alias, and people have said that you have the military look. You look like a general. Give us a general look.
You actually did.
I don't know, maybe they're more jaw. I'd be cleaner, you know, I'd clean up a little bit.
But you'd have the jaw and the eyes.
But apparently ties and uniforms go with I guess that's, you know, government jobs. That's what people see me, government jobs.
Yeah. Well, whatever it is, I mean, this has been such a sensational success. ABC is very grateful. All of us who work for ABC are very grateful. So we thank you, and it really is such a good show. Our thanks to Terry O'Quinn. Lost airs tonight at 8 p.m. If you haven't seen it, it's right here on ABC. Tonight's a good one?
Oh, it's a good one. Sawyer. Yeah, Josh Holloway.
You're the Desert Island guy. Okay.
She'll be watching.
And we'll be right back. Thanks, Terry.
Thank you.